Sunday morning, and it's time for me to have a beer from Weyerbacher Brewing Company out of Easton, PA, US of A. Yay, yay. And what beer is that? Oh, you heard I said Sunday morning? Hell yes, but it's Sunday Mole Stout. I've had Sunday Morning Stout before, but this is their new release bottled anyway. With a bunch of adjuncts in it, like chiles and stuff. I guess that means it's a Mexican Imperial Stout. They're saying it's American Imperial Stout, but it's a rotating serving. It clocks in at 11.3% ABV and 35 IBUs. Now, 4 hops in this beer, they're using Apollo and Saz. 4 malt in this beer, they're using pale, chocolate, carafa, wheat, and flaked oats. That sounds awesome. You may say, hey, that sounds like the recipe for Tiny. Their Belgian Imperial Stout, well, it is, but they just use a different yeast in it, maybe English ale yeast or something. I don't know, American ale yeast or their house ale yeast. Don't know, but it's not a Belgian yeast. Now, this beer is also all about the adjuncts. Since they're saying it's an American Imperial Stout, but if they're calling it Molé, it's got to be a Mexican Imperial Stout. Come on, guys at Weyerbacher, get with the program. Anywho, for adjuncts in this, they're using coffee, cocoa powder, cinnamon, and cacao nibs. Then they're putting chiles in it. What chiles are they putting in this? They're putting ancho, pasilla, mulato, and chipotle. So the chipotle should give it a sort of smoky, nature to it, as should the ancho. So, as you can see, I've had much beers that are this sort of mole or Mexican hot chocolate kind of theme. I don't know if I'm down with the mole thing because I don't know that they put coffee in mole. I know they put chocolate in there, but you know what? Maybe it's Sunday mole because it's morning. I don't know. Anyways, so time to pop the top on this bad boy, get it in the glass, and see how it stands up to the rest of these, and also Sunday Morning Stout, which is the same stablemate, just barrel-aged. So, pop the top, boom, big giant hiss off the top, obsessively collectible crown, with tons of can of smoke, and chocolate and coffee are blasting off the top of this right now. It looks good already. Happy Sunday morning, DJ. There we go. Nice and dark black. Now, I'm wondering how much of a head we'll get off of this, because sometimes these beers that employ chiles don't get too much of head formation because of the oils in the chiles. But looks like we're getting some good stuff here. Ooh, nice dark head formed on it as well. Let's see what's up with the appearance. It's black as night, black as pitch, black as used, 10W40 motor oil, no light is passing or penetrating through this beer. How do I know that? Because ain't nothing coming through. The head is quickly dissipating as I thought it would. It was a finger of super tightly packed bubbles that looks like it's just going to maybe flow down to a film. Not a surprise considering the adjuncts in this beer and the high ABV. Look at that. No head left at all, just black, dark liquid in the glass. But you know what? Oh, wow, really coating. Look at that. Damn. Really coating. No outlacing, of course, but there is tons of alcohol legs on the inside of that. Looks delicious. Let's see what's up with the aroma. Smells like chocolate and chile and coffee. The chile is mostly chipotle that I'm getting out of it. The chocolate's dark chocolate, that powdered cocoa, dark chocolate in there is coming out. Tons of dark roast coffee and spent coffee grains, bit of earthiness going in there. Lots of layers of aroma. I don't know if it smells exactly like mole, but it does smell like Mexican hot chocolate. Smells really tasty. Not a hint of alcohol in the aroma. That means I'm diving in. Cheers! Nice. Right up in front, first thing I get is coffee. After that, the dark chocolate comes in, and the chili's there flavor-wise. It's not my chili heat. I'm okay with that. I don't need a beer to burn my face off when I'm drinking it. All of these are like that. My top of the heap for all these, I guess, Mexican Imperial Stouts is Abraxas, bar none that I've had so far. I had a taste of Hunapoo's, and Hunapoo from Cigar City is a little bit more viscous. This is the thinner side of the spectrum. It has a full mouthfeel, but it's not as thick as Abraxas, and definitely not as thick and gloopy as Hunapoo's. This is more like the viscosity if you've had Chocobesa, like this one here, the non-barrel-aged version or barrel-aged. Even this Hazme la Rusa or Aún Más a Todo Jesus. And there's also one by Calavera called Mexican Imperial Stout, which is the original, I believe. It's the first one I had way back in 2011. But before there was any of them made here in the United States, I saw them down in Mexico. Of course, that's how it goes, right? So let me take another taste of this. We'll describe the flavors more since I was, diverging into previously consumed beer land. Lots of nice layers of flavor. Lots of coffee in this. I heard some other folks say the coffee was like super bold and in your grill. I drink black coffee a lot, so it doesn't seem that way to me. There's a good balance between that and the dark chocolate. Chilies, I'm almost wanting for more chili flavor in this, but it's there. The cinnamon's very muted. It's there, but it's way in the background. It's definitely eclipsed by the coffee and also the chocolate and even the chili flavor, but the cinnamon's very muted. All in all, as you can see, it's very easy to drink. The alcohol is very well hidden. This is, it's like 52 degrees. If it warmed up maybe to 55, I suspect as I'm drinking it and it's warming up and I'm draining this glass down, it's getting more of that chili flavor. And there's a little bit of heat like in the back of the palate. I can't tell whether that's chili heat or if it's alcohol warming type heat, but it's not astringent at all. Really mouth coating. And the aftertaste that I get in this is that of like dark chocolate and coffee. Really well-made beer, top-notch, not the best of the best that I've had, but very well-made. So, you hear I'm digging this beer, let's grade it. Rate Beer gives it what? 96. A. Boom. Not a surprise. It's a high ABV. They tend to grade high. Actually, that's almost A+ land, 96. At least on my scale. Beer Advocate is giving this a 90. A-. I think that's a little too low for this beer. Untapped is giving this 4.13 caps. Since it seems at the highest on their scale, by observation from me and other folks who have told me this, that the highest on the scale that you see a lot on Untapped, I don't obsess that much, is 4.5 caps, like their A+ level, so that's high A. I think I'm going to go, let me take one more taste here. I'm thinking not too far off from Rate Beer. I'm thinking 95. It's an A. It's not mind-blowing. It's not blowing my doors off, but it's really well made. I would drink it again. I got a couple bottles of this. I want to see what its cellar's like. I think it'll cellar well, and maybe a little bit of the alcohol warmth that's in the chest now. I think that'll curb down, and some of the big coffee that's in this, and maybe big dark chocolate, will tone back a little bit, and it'll be mellow. And I'm looking forward to doing a cellared review of this, or at least with a year on it, get a little bit of age. They say on the bottle here, right on the front, with nice clear blue numbering, it's best by 2018, 2 years. Yeah, it could go longer than that at 11.3%. If it'll be at its peak, who knows? So, have you had Weyerbacher Brewing Company's, blah, 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 can't even speak today, Sunday Mole Stout? If you have, let me know what you know, because I like the quid pro quo and the back and forth. I get more smarter that way. I also really like it when you think locally, drink locally, and support the craft beer movement. And coupled with that, it's really freaking cool when you rate, comment, subscribe, and smash that like button, because that, along with only needing one bottle, una botella de a stout de Sunday morning, or a stout de Sunday morning mole, whatever you want to call it. I can't even translate that. I need more beer. So, next DJs BrewTube, I got nothing but a bunch of beer drinking love for you, especially on a Sunday morning. And you know what's coming? That's right, hell yes, a big